Why, there you are.
Dorian, what are you doing? And what is all this stuff?
I'm just being a good hostess and bringing us after-dinner drinks.
After dinner? Did we make it through dinner? I don't think we did.
It's a bit of a haze to me, too.
What are you doing?
Getting ready to have a drink.
Of tequila.
Well, it's not just ordinary tequila. Oh, no. It is the most aged, pure form, made from the agave plant. As I understand it, the Aztec Indians thought it had magical properties.
Trying to figure you out is like trying to catch the wind. Now, where did you learn all this stuff about tequila?
Well, actually, I did spend quite a bit of time south of the border, but más tarde with that. Tequila is supposed to be the one for, I know I said it, woo, woo, woo. It must be the tequila hitting me already, but it is supposed to be the one form of alcohol which is not a depressant. And believe me, that is the last thing I want tonight, is for you or me to become depressed.
I think that you're confusing this with mezcal, which, well, I don't think you're upset enough to chug the worm that comes in the bottom of each bottle of that stuff.
Who said anything about worms? Here's looking at you, cowboy. Bottoms up.
Viki, are you all right? You sounded so upset on the phone.
Yeah, well, I'm a little upset, yeah.
Well, what happened?
I took your advice. Come in.
Oh, okay.
I decided that I would get off my bottom and stop dithering around and act on my feelings for Clint.
Good for you.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Oh, splendidly. Yes. I opened myself up and I told him exactly how I felt. And guess what he did?
I don't know.
He went home with Dorian. Any more good ideas?
I understand completely. It's been a hell of a night. I mean, being held at gunpoint would unnerve anybody.
Oh, no. No, that's not what upset me.
Are you kidding me?
Please, those were the same two guys who held up Foxy Roxy's while I was having my manicure. What made me go there, I'll never know. But at any rate, when I saw it was them, that these morons had stayed in town and were pulling another heist, the idiots. You know, their chosen métier was not their forte.
Then what did get you upset?
I wasn't going to say anything, but since you asked. Viki, I mean, really, her barging in like that, trying to get between us, it was pathetic.
What the heck is the matter with that man? God, as far as I'm concerned, no man in his right mind would choose Dorian over you.
Well, obviously, he's not in his right mind. I mean, how could he be? He's seeing Dorian.
Oh, my God, you must be so angry with me.
No, absolutely not. I'm not angry with you. I'm angry with myself. I'm just taking it out on you.
But why?
Because you're here.
No.
Why am I angry with myself? Because, Nora, I acted like an idiot.
How? By telling Clint that you had feelings for him?
Did you know that there was a robbery attempt at the palace tonight?
Yeah, my office called me, and they caught the guys, and then... How do you know?
Well, let me tell you what I did. After we talked, and you left, I decided I was not going to wait until tomorrow. Because who knows what could have happened between Clint and Dorian tonight, right? So I decided to take the proverbial bull by the horns, and I headed over to the palace, assuming that that's where they were having dinner, and I was right, they were there. So I walked over to their table, and I asked Clint if I could speak with him privately, and he said, "No, I'm in the middle of dinner." So I said, "Okay, I will simply say what I have to say right here and now."
I'm in the middle of his date. How did he react?
He tried to get rid of me. Oh, yeah. Didn't seem to want to end his dinner with Dorian. It was humiliating. And then, of course, the robbers showed up, which I now realize was God telling me to keep my big mouth shut. And then Blair got shot.
But I did hear that wasn't serious.
No, she's going to be okay, yes, but we didn't know that then. And so, not willing to leave well enough alone, I followed them all to the hospital so that I could continue on my mission.
Viki, it does make some kind of sense. You know, after what happened to Blair, it just shows you that life can change in a second, you know?
Maybe. Anyway, at that point, I said to Clint, I told him, basically, I asked him to be my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? In those words?
Yeah. And he responded by taking Dorian home.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I gave you some really bad advice, and you have every right to yell at me, but first, let me just go on the record by saying I never think it's a bad thing to put yourself out there.
Are you kidding? You're trying to tell me this was a learning experience?
No, you're right. Never mind. Just let me have it. I deserve it.
Oh, no. You will get your reward in heaven. In the meantime, Nora, what do I do? How do I hold my head up in public, having given Dorian the upper hand?
I thought it took a lot of guts for Viki to do what she did.
Right. It takes a lot of guts for a woman with her pedigree to be that rude.
I can't always stop you from going after Viki, but I can stop you when I'm in the room.
What? Are you condoning the way that she behaved tonight?
Do I have to remind you of some of the things that you did to us when Viki and I were together?
Oh, really, Clint? Are you keeping score?
No, but righteous indignation is something that's never going to suit you.
I have never in my life pulled a scene like that.
No, you haven't, because Viki was forthright. She spoke from the heart, and no one will ever accuse you of doing that.
Well, I do have a sense of decorum.
I said, stop it. Just stop it.
I'm sorry.
Dorian, you should be.
I know that I am not a pillar of virtue.
Amen, and again, amen.
But if I am such a nightmare, what are you doing here?
I don't think that you're a nightmare, except when you get on one of these anti-Viki tirades. Now, I've told you over and over, just leave Viki alone.
But she refuses to leave me alone. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. Viki did what she did because I had been pressing her to let me know how she feels about me. Now, her timing might have been off, but I'm thankful that she said what she said.
I see, so I guess I misunderstood why you came home with me from the hospital. You're ending it with me, aren't you?